Hello, I bet you wonder what I'm doing with my day today. Well, today I'm going to share some zucchini recipes with you. Yeah, if you've ever planted a zucchini, you will find out there's lots of them. So first, I'm going to start with a zucchini bloom. I've never done this recipe, so I'm not going to do it with you. But I have heard that people will open up the zucchini bloom. Looks like there's quite a bit of space in there too. Stuff it with something, close it up, dip it in a batter, and fry it. I've never done that, so I won't be doing it today. But I do have a lot of other yummy recipes I've been making this week to share with you and some ideas. So, hey, let's look at them. Can you see my 3 zucchinis here? They go from this being very small, a couple days later, this big, and a couple days later, this big. So we're going to use all these zucchinis in different ways. So we're going to start with this one, the big one. We're going to make zucchini bread first. Well, I've almost got everything measured out, but it's time to shred the zucchini. And since this is a big zucchini, I'm going to show you what I usually do. I usually don't use the inside here where the big seeds are. I use the outside. Can you see the difference? Not the spongy part in the middle, but the outside. Well, I've done all the prep work already, so we are ready to go. I've already got 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar. I've got the 2 teaspoons of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder already in here. And so we need to do a little mixing here. So we're going to leave that for just a second. Then we're going to work on this. We're going to beat the eggs. It's 3 eggs. Okay. This is 8 ounces of pineapple. Already drained. See them in there, but hey, we got more fluid, so we're going to drain that off. We're going to put the eggs in here. And the vanilla. This is a teaspoon of vanilla. This is the tablespoon I've got, so I'm not going to fill it all the way. I'm going to mix that in. And then I need the oil. I've got a cup of oil here. But you know, I don't think all this is going to fit together, so we're going to have to make a well and stick this stuff in. There we go. Got all that mix. You can put some of the oil. Is it all going to fit? Oh, what a miracle. It all fit. Okay, we're going to move the dry ingredients back, and in goes all the wet stuff. Okay. You might think this isn't very moist, and it isn't yet. Once we put the zucchini in, then it's going to be moist, and hopefully not too moist, because I have had problems with that before. So I need 2 cups of zucchini here. I've already got it shredded. This is way more than 2 cups. The rest of this I'm going to freeze. But we're going to... I need to get rid of that little message on my screen. We're going to do 2 cups to make for sure we have the juice out. The zucchinis are juicy. They will add a lot of moisture if you're not really careful. You'll end up with a soggy something going on. I'm going to give it a nice stir. There we go. Getting all the ingredients. And as dry as it was, I bet you're wondering where all this moisture is coming from, huh? Okay, there we go. Oops, guess what? I forgot the spices. I forgot the cinnamon and the nutmeg. And I also forgot to tell you that the salt is already in there. The salt was in with the flour. So a little mix. Kind of looks like an earthquake there, doesn't it? But it isn't. Just when I stir, everything seems to shake, regardless of how gentle I am. Well, that's all we have to do here. We're going to put it in a pan, an oiled pan, and we are going to bake this. Here's the zucchini bread. It's out of the oven now. Looks good. And it's done. You see how it comes back? Here's the zucchini bread. You can see the pieces of zucchini and some pineapple. It's dark because it's got lots of spices there. It's really good. And moist. Okay, here we go. We're going to make zucchini coins. I already have some of these sliced. What we're going to do is we're going to cut these like 1/4 of an inch. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put the zucchini coins in an egg wash. That's 1 egg and a little bit of water. And we're going to put it in the breadcrumbs. These are Italian flavored breadcrumbs. We're going to put them on the baking dish. That's all there is to it. Okay, here they are before they go into the oven. Here's a quick look at the zucchini chips. Got nice and brown. They're crispy too. Very good. Okay, I'm going to prepare some zucchini, some green and some yellow here. For Quiet, he's going to put them on the grill. I've got some green pepper, onion, and you can see the zucchini. He's making Italian sausage tonight, so we are going to put these on the grill. I've already washed them up and everything. They're very easy to prepare, to get ready. We don't make them real thin. It's about like that. In the bowl it goes. This little baby's little, but it's ready. So it's going to go into this one. To make these all about the same size, I'm going to cut that one in half. I want the onion in big pieces. This isn't a whole green pepper, it's like a fourth. Once I get everything cut, it's all in the bowl, I'm just going to add some oil. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Little black pepper. I forgot the salt, to put the salt out here, but I'm going to put salt too. Next time you see these, they're going to be on the grill. Here we are. We're taking a look at it. Quiet. Where's the package of He's got it wrapped in foil.
I don't want to open it yet. I want the corn too.
You see, he doesn't even have it straight on the grill. It's on top of the corn.
It's just enjoying the cold there. You know, the warm.
Ah. Quiet, how long have these been on? The zucchini. 15, 20 minutes? They're looking good. There's the turkey sausage. The corn, you can kind of see a little bit of it. It's open there. The chicken down at the end. Ooh, looks really good. Thanks, Quiet. Ready? There it comes off the grill. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Okay.
And here it is. It looks even better on the table, doesn't it? Smells good too. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I've already shredded the zucchini for this recipe, but I just wanted to show you how big of the small little onions I'm going to use to put inside. So they're not very big. I'm just going to chop them up and add them to the recipe. Here's a fritter recipe. I'm starting out with half a cup of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. And I've had my zucchini kind of draining here. I put some salt on it and just let it drain. I don't know if you can see the oil, all the liquid that came out. Let's move this up a little bit. Hope I don't ruin the shot. See all that liquid that came out? So I had it draining for about 10-15 minutes. So in goes the zucchini. I'm going to mix it around a little bit, try to get it all covered up. There goes egg. That should help out a little bit. Don't want to forget the scallions. Oh, I didn't use scallions. I used green onions here, 2 little onions. So in they go. Can you see the batter? A little bit of pepper, and we're off and running. Now I'm dropping this into hot oil, like a heaping tablespoon. And I'm going to cook them on both sides until they're browned and then drain them on a paper towel. Next time you see this, it's going to be golden brown and ready to eat. Oh, you hear the sizzling? I'm still cooking, but hey, look at this. We're going to be -1. So these are the last 2, still cooking. And it doesn't take them long at all. I can taste the onion. The onion's really good in here. So we're almost done with this. Here you go. Don't they look good and yummy? I was thinking at first these would be good with hummus, but I think just a little sour cream and you'll be good for a dip with these. They're yummy. Well, sometimes I run into a situation where I don't want to cook zucchinis that day. So the little ones, I just chop. Like I'm going to put them in a soup or a stir fry, something like that. You can tell I'm not a chef, huh? A chef would have had that job done. And I put them in like a cup size. I measure out like a cup. And I just put them in a bag and freeze them. And they will keep in my freezer until I'm ready for them. There's a little place for the date. With the bigger zucchinis, what I do when I go to store them in the freezer is I cut both ends off. I don't want this is a little bigger than the small ones. I cut it and I check. If there's big seeds in the middle and it's kind of spongy in there, I take that out. See, this is a little spongy for me, so I'm going to take that out. A lot of times what we do is we save the seeds for the, for the next year. I saw a lady who had a very big zucchini, and she hollowed it out like this. She took the seeds and the spongy part out, and she put like meatballs inside the little cavity there. Meatballs, spaghetti sauce, onions, green peppers, all kind of yummy stuff. Wrapped it in foil and baked it. And hey, she had a good meal for her family. So I shred them. You see it coming out there? I'm not going to do this whole thing. And I take a bag. Not after measuring it though, I need like a cup. I like to store it in like cup sizes. Because if I need more than one cup, I can always get 2 bags. But if I only need a cup, it's kind of hard once you freeze it to just thaw it out and use that 1 cup. Then what do you do with the other one? I guess you can make fritters, right? And that's what I do. So I put the date on this one. And this will go in the freezer and wait for me too. You're looking at the beginning of a perfect snack cake for the kids. It's easy, doesn't take a lot of measuring. So you saw the cake mix, it was chocolate. We're going to dump that in. And now, this is a half cup of butter. Then we're going to stir in 2 slightly beaten eggs. Then we need 2 cups of zucchini. I'm going to kind of measure these out and kind of squeeze some of the moisture out. You can see how wet it's already getting. You don't need any more water or anything added to this. It's actually perfect the way it is. However, I think if you're going to do chocolate, you just might as well kick it up a little bit. So I have a cup of chocolate chips. See, I just pour them right in. And since zucchini and chocolate both like cinnamon, I'm just going to shake a little cinnamon in. 1, 2, and that's it. We're going to use the cooking directions for this. And that's all it is. Just like that. So I've already got the oven heating to 350 degrees. And I've got the pan already oiled. In goes the cake. You can see the zucchini in there. If I had wanted to, I could have put nuts in here too, now that I'm thinking about it, but I really like it this way. And when it's warm, I don't frost it with frosting. I just put a little Nutella on it. It's really good. Sticking to everything. Let's move it out a little bit. Because it's kind of stiff. It's a stiff little batter here, but it's going to turn out moist. If you add more fluid to it, it'll be gooey. Okay. So we are going to bake this. Here's a really quick look at the zucchini snack cake. Yeah, I call it a cheater recipe because it's with a box mix. Here's a quick look at the snack cake. Looks nice and juicy. Chocolate chip melted on me there. Yeah. You can tell I've already been tasting here, huh? Well, on to the next. This is another way I like zucchini. I like it in pasta, in a marinara sauce, just over a little pasta. Yeah, it's really good that way. First, I want to say sorry. This video turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it would, but hey, sorry. Well, I hope you can find some use for some of the recipes. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you, okay? So that's all I have for right now. Bye-bye. Bye. Enjoy the recipes.